Hello all, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to The Rush. This is episode 4. We've made a ton of progress. We're on day 9. Can we complete Summoner's Way on day 9? I think we can. Let's get started. Okay, so we're back on I Am Speed Rush, level 49 now. We should hit level 50 today. But wanted to go through progress and show you some teams that I've been working on. But first, we should talk about mistakes. So it's important in life to always admit your mistakes and how you can do things better. So let's go into Summoner's Way. So Rift Dungeon. I got to this point 2 or 3 days ago where I could get to summon Homunculus. And I honestly wasn't that excited about tackling TOAH hard that much, but this is the Rush series. I should have done that. So we should summon Homunculus, and you used to have to collect a bunch of elements in order to craft the Homunculus, but you don't really need that much right now. Now you could summon the fire, wind, water one to help. Obviously the wind one helps the giant speed team. We'll do that one next, but we want to have the dark Homunculus. I should have summoned it 2 days ago, built it, maxed its skills, and TOAH hard would have been much easier. I've made a video on how to build the dark Homunculus before, and I'll put a link to that down in the description below. But we're going to go ahead and see we're just missing just a little bit of things. So we're going to go here into the event, and that's the thing I wanted to point out is that they give you some awesome stuff so that you can summon the Homunculus very quickly, and I believe even skill up most of it. But we'll see once we test that. So I'm missing one. I need to clear Trial of Ascension hard, and then here's all the materials that you get. So what you have to do is get rank S or higher in all the Rift Beasts. I've already done that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to select Dark here. And we're going to collect that. So there we go. And then we're going to select Light here. We're just matching what we did with the dungeons. And then we're going to stop for right now because I could collect everything for, say, the wind one, but we're going to build that later. That's probably not really even part of the next few days. But what we want to do is we want to get the dark one fully skilled as quickly as possible. So we're going to come in here, and we're now ready to, we should be able to craft the Homunculus now. Yeah, we got plenty of materials. So we're going to summon the support one. I'm going to call it the TOAH hard queen. She needs a decent amount of awakening material, so we're actually going to use a special item we got from the event to go ahead and awaken her to save having to go into farming for that stuff right now. Okay, so now we're going to go back into this event. And we're just going to take fire, wind, and water. And then if we have to farm, we'll just have to farm for some of it, which would be sad. But although, you know, we're spoiled with this event. Because you used to have to do all of this manually. Now it's just clear Rift Beast with an S score, and you get all of this free. It's pretty awesome. CompTOAH did an amazing job with this event. Gotta give them props for that. Now we need to collect all this stuff. So now we can go back into the monster and get further along in the skill tree. And so when you're building the Homunculus for TOAH hard being its main job, you want to get to unbalanced field, and that's your main thing you're looking for. So and this is remove one beneficial effect and absorb the attack bar. And then the next thing is remove all beneficial effects, which is the next choice. You're basically just going right up the top of this chain. And now we're missing dark element. So, and we definitely want remove all beneficial effects and weaken defense. That gives you a defense break on TOA hard. You don't have to bring it with anyone else. And so we need about 600. So we're going to go ahead and show the Rift Beast team, and then we'll start farming the Dark Rift Beast. So you can see here are my Rift Beast scores, just short of 4 million on fire. Now that was manual, that's not stable, but the rest of these are probably stable on auto. So 4.5 million on Ice Beast, Wind Beast, Light Beast, and Dark Beast. And so let's go ahead and go. I'll show you each one time. And so this is the one that is not going to be auto, but we'll go ahead and show it anyway, just to show you what's wrong with it, so I know that what I need to work on. And in this case, it's actually mostly just AI. So I've got 3 monsters that have AoEs, and first of all, Vero doesn't do a ton of damage yet. He still needs a lot of grinds, and he just needs better runes. But the Water Twins do their job here. They're the ones mainly taking down the HP bar. The other 3 Mons are here for their AoEs, and the Dark Viking Lord, the Dark Vampire Lord is just here for the attack buff and then the vampire effect so that they can heal up a little bit. And you can see there we got a few more debuffs. And so we're at 2.8 million when we come out of the groggy state. And then this is where it falls apart, because summons the minions, and then nobody kept their AoE skills. Well, at least Vero did, but so Lapis helped a little bit with her second skill. And see, then we lose the Dark Vampire Lord. He's not tanky enough yet, really, for frontline in Rift Beast yet. He will be soon, but we need some grinds for him. And then Vero just used his AoE. There's Lapis helping out, but I don't think we'll make it. We're gonna lose Vero, and then here comes some more minions, and unless Cocky saves us, well, he did, but we're still gonna take a hit here. So there we go. It's just not quite there. There isn't a healer on the team, which hurts. But still, we can modify this team relatively easily, and should be able to get Triple S stable on a regular basis. Now, I've not tested any of these with like 30 runs to see how stable they are yet. I just got the Triple S scores, and that was good enough for me. We're going to be working on, we wanted to try to complete Summoner's Way today, and once that's done, then we're going to start going back and doing a ton of room farming and seeing how fast we can get all of our PvE content by day 30. So this has always been a 30-day challenge for me. I'm sure I'll keep the account in a guild and occasionally log on to it, but I'm not planning on using this long term. Especially the summons on this have not been the best. We've gotten a few PvP mons, and you know, my favorite was probably the Wind Weapon Master, because I don't have him on many accounts. I do have him on my main now, But most of the Nat 5s we got were kind of mediocre, with the exception of Nora. And we're actually missing quite a few Nat 4s that I thought we would probably get out of. I think we're over 600 summons now, or we will be today after this is done. And so you can see we lost the Vampire Lord there, and that might be enough to derp on this one. The Vampire Lord needs probably 300, 400 more defense, and I don't want to give up his attack power to do that. So we just need better runes and better grinds. Until then, he's going to keep dying. And then we're just looking for, and Riley is super tanky, so she's not going to die from the thorns, I don't think. And then it's just a matter of, can we survive long enough to get to the finish? There we go. So that one probably is triple S stable. A little slow, takes about 2 minutes, but 5 million damage on day 9. It's insane. And really the only luck I needed to put this team together was to pull one of the water twins from Scrolls. And then I got the other one from the event. And the water twins are amazing for Rift Beasts. So I would highly recommend doing that if you can just pull one of the water twins from Scrolls, then you're good. And then here's the Wind Beast team. You'll notice a trend here. Vampire Lord, Riley is the front row for pretty much everything. Adding Darian in to reduce damage so that the healing from everybody can get us back up to green bars. Then we got 2 damage dealers plus Bella to help out with healing, because you take a lot of damage in this dungeon. But that's the team. So you can see one of my goals with this little series was to try to use as many free-to-play monsters as possible, and also use as many of the ones that they just give you with this event. This Fever event is awesome. So Vampire Lord is basically on the runes he came with. Riley's on the runes she came with, except that I put her on a shield set to help survivability. And then Naomi was just a scroll. Crow is the one you got, and I don't think I've changed his runes at all. And then Darian and Bella don't need good runes. They're just on kind of crap runes right now. Bella will eventually be either triple fight or double fight shield, but right now she's on swift shield, just so that she moves first in other content. It doesn't matter here. And then Darian's just on a bunch of crap. He's on 1 shield set, I think 2 blade sets maybe, or a blade anyway, his runes don't matter. He's on speed, HP, defense, I believe, or speed, HP with a lot of defense and subs. That's all he needs to do his job. So we're not talking, and I still haven't done much R5 or R4. It's just I haven't taken the time to grind that yet. Probably will later today. So here we're seeing we have some. This may not make it. Yeah. So we lost the Vampire Lord again, and we're still at almost half HP on the boss. So we might not make this. So the way that we do make this is that we make the Vampire Lord and Darian much more tanky, and then we'll survive. So we didn't make triple S this time, but I was able to, and actually I did it on auto when I got that triple S. So we just need better runes, better grinds. So then here's the Light Beast team. So again, Dark Vampire Lord Riley in the front row, and then Naomi, Crow, Bella, and then I use Verd just because he's another damage dealer. We could probably, we don't really have, like, Kali would be a really good one. We need a single hit damage dealer, because Verd's second hit actually doesn't do much damage. So Verd is not ideal here. So the monster I would replace in this team immediately would be Verd. Probably could just do a 2A Kali and be done with it, because Kali's going to really help break the shield and does single hits. So every time Kali does her hit, it's going to be a single hit and do maximum damage. Everyone else, now Naomi's second skill is 2 hits. Vampire Lord's skills are 2 hits, but they don't, it's not that big of a deal. But so Naomi probably would be an eventual replacement, because her second skill is 2 hits, and so she doesn't do much damage with that. So 5 million damage coming out of the groggy state. So if we can complete this, we should be over 6 million damage. But you can see the Vampire Lord is just not tanky enough for that front row. So now we're looking at, can we break the shield? Vampire Lord took a big hit there. There's Crow breaking the shield. We're at 5.3 million damage. Almost half HP on the Light Beast. Vampire Lord needs some healing, so hopefully Bella or Riley can come through. Riley helped a little bit, but we're probably losing the Vampire Lord here. Almost. So you can see if we had Kali right here, she would destroy this shield, and that would be the end of it. But instead, because we have Verd, we're not getting there right now. Although I think we'll probably still make triple S on this. Yeah, Crow broke the shield. Game over on the Light Beast. And we got a new record, I believe. Yeah, 6.5 million. Dark Beast is actually... So I'll briefly show you the team, but we're actually going to farm this while I show you other things. So again, Vampire Lord, Riley. This is looking very familiar, right? And so that's the team. This dungeon, you actually want multi-hits. And I haven't pulled a lot of like really good multi-hitters yet. So these are just the ones that we're using for now. So we're going to go ahead and do 30 runs on this. Naomi only does a single and a double hit, so she needs to be replaced eventually. Verd does double hits, which isn't horrible. Riley is typically chained, so her hits don't really matter that much. And the Vampire Lord does double hits, but he's often chained too. So the Vampire Lord is chained right there. And we're gonna see, like I said, I didn't run all these on 30 runs to see how well they did, how stable they are. So we're gonna have to see. But it's actually really good that the Vampire Lord gets chained, because Riley is super tanky. She's not gonna fall to the what are those things called? Claws, horns, whatever. So yeah, we're approaching, yeah, so there were 3.2 million damage. We almost hit 4 million damage before we come out of the groggy state. Yeah, Thorns of Despair. So we actually want the Vampire Lord to get trapped, chained. So we actually want the Dark Vampire Lord to be chained, because Riley can handle those thorns no problem. She took half HP, but she should be able to heal up by the time the thorns happen again, and she'll be fine. So she's awesome for front row. And yeah, we don't have any issues here. This looks very stable. And we're even out of the chaining before the next chain comes. So we're in good shape. Minute 25, which isn't horrible. 5.2 million damage, triple S. So we need quite a bit of dark essence or dark crystals. Maybe we'll record a little bit more video later in the day once that's done. But the plan is to build up the Dark Homunculus to 6-star, at least level 30. So that actually reminds me of one thing, is that I used to spend Early in the game, I used to spend a ton of time doing actually XP farming, which I know is not good. You should be farming runes as much as possible. But with everything they're giving you in the event now, what I've been doing is I've been 6-starring things and getting them up to like level 30 or so. And then, let's see if we're even using anybody. Well, all these monsters. So the water twins are not fully maxed yet. Everyone else is fully maxed. But instead of doing XP farming until everyone's level 40, get them up to like level 30, level 32, something like that. And then just I let them gain experience as I'm doing dungeons or doing other content instead of XP farming. So I'm spending more time doing what I really need to be doing, which is rune farming and making progress on content. So you can see I've got a bunch of monsters that are like level 35, 6-star, and all of them are gaining experience as we do stuff. And that saves you a bunch of time. So we're back in Summoner's Way. We completed Dragon's B10 is now stable. So I cleared B10 using repeat battle 10 times in a row, no problem. So we get a Devilmon and a legendary scroll. So Dragon's Lair is done. Necropolis B10 is now stable. And actually, before we farm Dark too much, let's go in and show you one run of each of the dungeons so you can see the team. So here's the team. It's Verd, Vero, Spectra, Crow, and Bella. And we need to 2A Bella soon. That's probably my next 2A. And I'll be doing another video on my 2A progression in this, who I did first, second, third, whatever. I haven't really covered that. But we can see that Vero and Spectra's damage is just not good yet. They should be doing way more damage. Their runes are kind of crappy. So that's one of the things we'll be working on improving over the next couple of days, is just getting them doing more damage. You'll see it a lot on the boss. The boss takes much longer than it should. Same with the mid-boss. Okay, so we had a little glitch with our recording software, but we're back. So we're just running dragons. And you can see that Spectra and Vero are just not doing enough damage. Bird could do a little more too, but Spectra's and Vero's runes are pretty bad. So we're working to improve their runes. That's why we also have the boost going right now for violent runes, because Vero and Spectra are both on violent. Not that Spectra needs to be on violent. In fact, Spectra is probably better on rage. But we don't have rage runes at all right now. We haven't spent any time farming Necro. I actually want to get Necro up to Abyss Hard before we start farming that on a regular basis. So for now, we're going to stick with dragons and giants to get violent runes, and we'll eventually transition Spectra at least to rage. And you can see they're just not doing a lot of damage, especially when it's dangerous when the boss is at low HP, and they just need to be doing more damage. But we got through it. It's about a 2.5 minute average, so it's 2:04 on that run. But that's the team. And we're using Saren 2A, who's awesome. I hope they don't nerf her because she's doing really good. We have not gotten a Cannon Girl yet, so we were forced to use the Vampire Lord and Lauren and Fran for breaking the shield, and then we've got team-ups with the other two monsters. Rauk's runes are absolutely terrible. He's on speed, attack, HP, I think, or speed, attack. He's not on good runes. He does have high crit rate, but his crit damage is really low. I don't have a crit damage slot for him. So you'll see that he does almost no damage, but he's mainly there for team-ups to reduce cooldown times, and then Saren does Saren actually is not on very good runes either. We'll show both their runes after this run finishes, but they're not good. So just the fact that we can do Necro B10 with crappy runes is really nice. And so so this is one of the teams that, so the Dark Vampire Lord is the only monster, and Lauren are the only two monsters that they give you. The rest, and they give you Fran too, but not built. So I built up Fran, I built up Rauk, and I built up Saren and 2-8 her. And this is a pretty solid team. When they actually have, I don't know if this will end up being my Abyss Heart team. I might need more damage. And getting the Water Cannon Girl would really help out. She's really good. And I also have a star built for other things. And once I get the Water Cannon Girl, we could probably pull a star in here as well. Because the Water Cannon Girl will break the shield for us along with Saren. And so then Lauren won't really be needed. So that's probably what we'll end up doing. And then this will be much faster. But you can see it's really not that bad. So we have to get the Dark Vampire Lord back. There, he's back. Now we should be able to do one more round and kill the boss off. Dark Vampire Lord is not a horrible shield breaker either. Okay, so we gotta kill the boss one more time. So we got the heal block in. There's the defense break. Now we gotta break the shield again, and then we should be able to. There we go. So once they all have better runes, and I get the Water Cannon Girl, we're gonna be cruising to Necro Abyss Heart. It's not worth keeping. Okay, so that's that team. And here's their runes real quick. Vampire Lord is on Fatal Energy, Speed, Crit Damage, Attack. And so that's why his defense is only a little over 1,000. So he definitely needs better runes. Saren is on Violent Blade, Attack, Crit Damage, Attack. And she just needs better runes and a lot of grinds. Rauk is the one that's embarrassing to show. Rauk, here he is. He's on Double Blade Shield, and he's on that for Spiritual Realm. So he's on Speed, Attack, and he's on very high crit rate for Spiritual Realm, 94%. But eventually, when I get better runes, he'll be able to be on Violent Blade probably, or Violent Shield for Spiritual Realm, and be doing a lot more damage. So that's the important runes from those teams. So we also completed Spiritual Realm B10 10 times in a row with no fails. So that's stable. I do see that some monsters do die once in a while, but that's just from their runes being absolute garbage. So we're gonna do. So here's the team. This is a standard speed team. Star Rauk, Seek. Lauren is here because I haven't pulled Shania yet, and I really need her, and then Verd. So this is not the fastest team. That team I just showed you is basically a speed team for this dungeon once they're runed better. So I already have my speed team for Spiritual Realm. I just need to get Shania, and the runs will be much faster. So, in fact, Lauren even missed her defense break there. If we had Shania, everyone would be defense broken, and then Rauk would go through and just kill everything. So until we get the Fire Chakram Dancer, we're kind of stuck with this team. But it's okay, and it takes just slightly over a minute. But once we get Shania, it should be down around 40, 35 seconds, something like that. So there's Rauk. See, Rauk, if he did good damage, he would have killed off that thing too. But now that's done. Here we are on the boss. And Seek did not put up his crit rate boost, which is going to... So the boss is going to get a turn and do some damage. There's the crit rate boost. Now we should be able to do some good damage. Oh, and the Star's not on very good runes yet either, and she's only level 35. So lots of room for improvement on this team. And this is why we just lost Seek. But we should be able to finish. Occasionally you lose one monster, but as long as the crit rate buff is up from Seek, it's done. So minute 26, that's one of the longest ones. You can see my best speed is 53 seconds. But that's Spiritual Realm, and that is a speed team. That's just a matter of getting the runes much, much better. And getting better artifacts. Artifacts are pretty pathetic on most of the team right now. So, so we also finished Punisher's Crypt B10 10 times. So we get some artifacts there. And let's go show you that team. So we have been busy. So B10, and so this is the Punisher's Crypt team. Surprise, surprise! I'm just trying to use as few monsters as possible because my runes are so thin. So Verd, Crow, Rauk, Riley, and then Saren TOAH. She's actually quite good for this dungeon as well. Everyone's talking about how Saren TOAH is amazing for Necro, but I think she actually does a pretty good job here too. So, and once she does more damage, like I'll probably keep her in here, unless I pull someone who's just an amazing damage dealer. But I like that she can do team ups. So Crow, Rauk, and Saren all do team ups, so that everyone's going to have their good skills quite often with all these team ups. So now we just got to wait for people to take their turns. Here comes the mid boss. There we got a defense breakup, so now it should be pretty quick. There's a team up with Saren. And I've got shield runes on both Rauk and Riley, which helps make this team fairly safe. We might lose Saren here. Come on, Riley, do your thing. Yeah, okay. So that helped. So that's the first time I've seen Saren really get low on HP. So, but she has almost no grind. In fact, I don't think she has any grinds. So we just need to get her some grinds, and then that risk of losing her isn't going to be there. We need a defense break from somebody, please. Someone put a defense break on. We've got 3 defense breakers here. Where are you guys? There we go. Defense break on that tower. Now we just need a defense break on the boss, and it'll be over. There we go. So we got a defense break. Riley's doing the healing thing. And Bird's giving us extra turns. Now we just need to get another defense break on, and we should be able to kill the boss. There we go. So that was a team up. Boss should be dead here in a second. Yep. So again, this is really stable. Once I get a few more grinds on Saren, we're good. Less than 2-minute run. And I'm sure once my damage runes improve, that should drop dramatically. So, and then obtain Ancient Runes 6 stars with Rare Plus from Forest of the Beasts. Where is that? Forest of Roaring Beasts. We have not tried level 5. We're just going to give it a shot. This was the team, and I don't know. We're probably not tanky enough to do level 5, but at least want to try. Because if we can get level 5 stable, then it'll be much easier to get those runes. But yeah, this is a fairly standard team for Forest of the Roaring Beasts. You see it a lot in the strategy decks. So we're just cruising along, killing things off. And we're going to see how good we do on the boss, which is going to be the big problem, especially the second and third set of monsters. We'll probably be okay on the first set. Yeah, so there's that, and now we just need a defense break on the boss, and we should be good. There's a team up. The only problem with this team is we only have... Ooh, we got stunned. We only have one defense break with Crow, and he doesn't prioritize that, so we have to wait for Crow to defense break. So we might switch this team up later, but... this is where we might run into problems. Fran almost dead. Let's hope she heals herself. Yeah, and her heal's not very good. So here we are in the third set of monsters. Yeah, see, Crow should have... Not Crow. Fran should have healed herself there immediately. Her AI is not the best. So there's a heal. Shar's about to take a turn. Okay, we did level 5, but I don't think that's really stable yet. We're just not tanky enough. Again, grinds. So, but we got one 6-star rune. So we will... so we're going to look at this. All of these should be relatively easy to do. We've already cleared level 5, we just have to do it one more time. So we're going to go off camera and finish this one. And then Rift Dungeon, we summon the Homunculus. Oh, and we should have come over here and clicked on this. Now we've got to go through and clear all with S rank again. So I'm going to go ahead and go off camera, finish that up so we can get this LD scroll for summons. We're back and we're doing our last Dark Beast run for Triple S so that we can finish the Summoner's Way quest for Rift Beast. So we're doing that, and then I just wanted to... I like pointing out when I make mistakes so that you can learn from them. And I noticed that my Bella was not healing as often as I thought she should be doing. So I went and checked on her. Bella's not fully skilled, so I was really good about skilling up my other monsters that I was going to 2A, but since Bella wasn't on my target yet, I forgot to put some Inigamis into her. I should have enough in the Sealed Shrine. Okay, so Bella is now fully skilled. That means that she should actually help quite a bit more in the teams that she's in. So, Rift Dungeon is now all Triple S done. He gives us another Light Dark Scroll. And I hope we break our Light Dark Lightning Drought. We're over 20 LD scrolls and we have not gotten... although we only have... we need 6 LD pieces. We can manage that somewhere. We have 5 legendaries. We don't have a lot, but let's go ahead and get 6 more LD pieces. Let's see if we have anything. Got 5 legendaries, 3 light darks, a water, and 30 mysticals. And we're not doing stones because there's nothing valuable here in stones that we need. So, saving those. Let's Let's see if we can get... I'm really not all that concerned about the new monsters on this account. I already have the water one. Let's see if we can get TOAH instead. That would be fabulous. Oh, where's the lightning? There we go. Thank you. Fire Mage. I mean, she's really strong. I probably will be doing a little bit of siege with this account. So to get the Fire Mage is nice for that. Lightning. T-Bunny skill up, which is good. We're not going to build her. The fire one's not any good. String Master. Come on, Cannon Girl. We want Cannon. No, that's a fusion monster. That's not who we're looking for. All right, that's it for Mysticals. Lightning out of 1 water scroll. Yeah. 5 legendaries. Can we get TOAH, please? Or Water Cannon Girl. I'd be happy with that. Wind Cobalt Bomber does not help us. Wind Water String Master, not helpful. So getting decent lightning on this account and getting, a decent number of nat 5s out of it as well, but none of it is useful. Oh, so here's another tip for you with this artifact event. You want to set up your artifact as soon as possible and start rolling it. So I've done, I believe I did Dark. Yeah, Dark. Attack flat. And I'm looking for crit damage as enemy HP is good. Single target skill crit damage on your turn. And crit damage as enemy HP is bad. So there isn't really another really awesome stat than those 3 for attack. So I'm trying to get this for Crow. And then my second artifact is attack type, attack flat. And I'm looking for skill 3 4 crit damage, first attack crit damage, and single target skill crit damage on your turn. Once we get that, that should be really good. The one problem with this event is that you don't get to actually roll these stats. Once you get them, you just collect the artifact and it rolls for you. So whatever your 4th stat is could be a quad roll into your 4th stat that you don't really care about. So it's kind of sad. All right, can we get anything else really amazing out of this? Not. It's come to us after all. Lightning? Can we get? Who's that? I just fed you. He came back. He did not want to leave my monster box. Okay, 4 legendaries, and then we'll do the light darks. Come on, Water Cannon Girl. Windy for Siege, not really that exciting. This account will not be used long-term in Siege. It's just the amount of runes and monsters you need to get for Siege to be good. Yeah, that's Triana. She's not bad. Oh, I was like, let me come to your box again. That's great. All right, 3 light darks. Can we break the light dark lightning drought? There's Bella. That is not a lightning. Shaman, that's a dupe. Lightning, okay, there we go. Let's see what we can get here. Light Poison Master. He's not any good. So that's a crappy first LD Lightning for this account. Oh well. Here we are in the last bit of the video where I say, I have good news and I've got bad news. And the bad news is that we're stopping this series. I believe it's day 10. It might be day 11. No, it's day 11 now, but it's the morning. It's barely into day 11. And last night we completed Clear Trial of Ascension Hell level 1. So we accomplished that, and that means that in basically 10 days we did all of Summoner's Way. Everything's done. We still have a bunch of days of the, 66 days of the blessing. That's crazy. But yeah, so Summoner's Way is done. And I was thinking about, originally earlier in the series, I said, hey, we're going to make this at least a 30-day challenge and we're going to see what we can do. But honestly, the monster summons for this account have not been very good. And I was not really that excited about making content with this account. And if I'm not excited about it, it's going to be really hard to make videos that you guys would be excited about. So that's the bad news. But the good news is that one of my guild members, Tim, who's awesome, and he's not awesome because of what he did for me, but he's awesome because he's a really good guild member. He's usually chatting. We probably... he's not in there right now. Oh, there he is. But Tim's a great guild member, talks with all of us, helps us out with strategy and things like that. But Tim actually gifted me an account that has Maximilian on it, the Dark Weapon Master, who is one of my top 2 LD5s that I've always wanted and haven't been able to get. So we're going to do, the good news is that we're going to do a new Rush account featuring Maximilian. And I'll start a video series for that. First video for that should be out hopefully within a day or 2. And I'll explain in that video how I'm going to treat the Rush a little bit differently than I did in this one. So appreciate you guys watching this series. I know it's shorter than I thought it would be, but you're going to get to see me play with Maximilian and have hopefully a different flavor on that account. It should be a lot more fun, I think, than this account that was getting pretty bad summons. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.